Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode. I'm your host, Lili Fifield, and you're watching Somos Uno. Today's special guests are here to help us get informed and inspired in the hopes of putting us one step closer to that American dream. After meeting them, we hope to introduce you to the great people that make up our diverse communities and city. Today, we're traveling to the future with the help of Matt Morgan and his film, Time-Free Dentistry. Also, friends to the show, the MANA organization is back, making sure that we stay inspired and empowered. And lastly, we're going on a real estate mission with retired Marine Ricardo Antonio Olea, bringing his military structure to the real estate world. This is Somos Uno. Well, joining us now is a local filmmaker who's recently debuted a film about the possibility of seeing the consequences of your actions before they even take place. Now, wouldn't that be great? Well, Matt Morgan from Casualty Films is here to tell us all about time-free dentistry. If going to the dentist is already a nightmare, well, this project takes that to another level. Joining me now is Matt Morgan to tell us all about the struggles and the work that it's taken to make this project come to life. Matt, thank you so much for joining us. Such a pleasure to see you again.
It's great to see you as well. It's quite an intro. I'm not sure I can live up to all of it, but I'll try.
I'm sure you will. And there's going to be so much more we're going to learn about you. And just to start us off, tell me how you got started in filmmaking.
I bought a Mac computer and it had a program called Final Cut Pro on it.
Of course,
like, this
classic.
Looks interesting, and I started fiddling with it. And next thing you know, I'm like building my own camera rigs, and I'm starting to shoot videos and kind of art house sort of stuff. And one thing led to another, and here it is. I guess probably 10 years later, I'm now a producer. I have my own film production company. So
how amazing is that?
It's totally amazing.
It has to do with everything, you know, technology, the way that it is today. You can just be self-made if you really just focus.
Absolutely, yeah. And the technology has gotten less expensive. It's gotten easier to acquire things,
yeah.
And it's very user-friendly, and it only continues to get better.
That's right. So today we're talking about a very special project of yours that you said it's taken a while to finally come to completion, right?
Yeah, about 2.5 years.
Wow.
And it was only supposed to be a short film of, 22 minutes and some change. And, sometimes life gets in the way when you're doing things. But we persevered and we came through, and we're pretty proud and pretty happy with what we've done.
You know what I loved about your story is that, like you said, it was supposed to be something small, and even though all these other things took place, you didn't give up.
This is true. Yeah, it was a really tough time for me. I had gone through some personal issues. I'd been laid off from my job. I'd had a day job, and I'd been there for like close to 8 years. So for me, financially, emotionally, spiritually, it was just a roller coaster. But I promised myself that I was going to finish this thing for the guys and the girls and the cast and the crew, and come what may after that.
I love it, and I happened to, again, stumble upon this beauty of a debut of the day of your film, just being in the right day, the right area at the right time. And it was just amazing how that happened. And we just happened to come in when the lights were just, getting low, and we got to see the whole thing. And we didn't know what we were coming into, but it's just so creative. It's nothing like anything I've seen before. So how did you come up with this concept?
Well, I've been working with several other guys. Alex Robles is our director, and Terry Adams is our cinematographer, and Joseph Luna is our screenwriter. And we worked together on a couple of previous projects, one back in 2015 called The Brazilian Affair, and it was another short film. We did pretty well, and we thought, well, we're doing pretty good. Let's make another one. Sure. Yeah. And it was a script that was meant for one of the 48-hour film festivals here in town, because we're kind of active in the local film scene. But it didn't get used, and I thought it was a winner. I'm like, let's do this. This sounds like so much fun. And I pressed them, and they said, okay, yeah. And so we raised a little bit of money. We had a Indiegogo campaign. We had some people that contributed, and half the cast and crew from our first film came back to work on this film, which we thought was really cool. And it was really got the loyalty and the feelings that we had and the working on the set together was really special.
That's beautiful that you had those people believe in your project, even with that. And I feel like you've shown that all along throughout the years. Just you kept believing in this. So tell the audience a little bit about this story. What's it about?
Well, it's, a dentist has a device that allows them to go back in time a couple of hours. And of course, whenever you have time travel, something bad is going to happen. It's just a guarantee. And it's a sci-fi comedy. It's about 23 minutes, and it has a lot of special effects, and it's got some humorous moments as well. So
it does.
Yeah, we were fortunate to land a place in Chula Vista.
If people are excited to maybe see your film, where can they see the next time that you're going to be showing it?
Our website, casualtyfilms.com. We try to keep it updated, and I'm actually in the process of making a new trailer. Should be up here about the time this show airs. Yay! And like I said, we're hoping that the film festival, we've been in 2 already, and we're kind of added a couple more, hoping that we'll get accepted in a couple more.
And how does this work vary from your previous films?
How does it vary? This was logistically, it was not, I wouldn't say a nightmare, but it was like so much more than we had been
with the special
working
effects?
with. The special effects, there was more cast members, there was more crew members. We actually had a crew member pass away, not on the set, but he was due to be on set at 11 for makeup, and the director, Alex, says to me, Matt, can you call Danny and find out where he is? And I call, and his companion, Bridget, picks up and says, I'm sorry, he's been admitted to the hospital for emergency surgery. And I'm like, oh, wow. And a couple days later, he passed. He was close to 80. He was like a local fixture here in the San Diego film scene, so we dedicated the film to him.
That's really beautiful, in memory of him.
Yep.
So he wasn't able to make it.
No.
But you made that project work regardless. It seems like you've gone through a lot.
Yeah, it was quite a roller coaster. So, but I think in life, adversity kind of makes you stronger, makes you a better person, a better human being.
I couldn't agree more. When you told me the story of everything you had gone through to make this work, that's really what inspired me to have you come here, because, a lot of us have projects, and like you said, it wasn't meant to be a big project. It wasn't supposed to take this long. And a lot of our goals and dreams aren't supposed to take a long time, but if you keep working, they will happen. And I really think you're a perfect example of that.
Thank you. Yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, life sometimes gets in the way, but I've never been a quitter. I've always persevered. I've always pushed forward, and I figured, you know what, if this is going to be the last one I do, I'll go out with a bang. But, here it is, 8-9 months later, I have a whole new job that takes me all over the world, and I still get to make films. So
I'm sure it won't be the last, and we'll have you back here. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Matt. Well, I think we all might be rethinking time travel now. I can't wait to see what Matt is going to come up with next. You got to stay with us, because right after the break, we'll be talking to Rosa Maria Hernandez. She's here to tell us how we can all be a part of Mana. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Introducing S1 Connect by Synergy One Lending, a company committed to making your home buying experience easy and convenient. S1 Connect is the best way to simplifying your home buying experience so that you can get your dream home faster. Whether you're a baby boomer, a millennial, or a luxury home buyer, S1 Connect offers you the opportunity to receive real-time notifications about your home loan so that you're informed every step of the way. Apply for a loan from anywhere. Compare various loan scenarios to help determine which product best fits your needs. Track your home loan progress with real-time notifications. Safely and securely upload loan documents from your mobile device. And have instant access to your loan officer and real estate agent. Basically, we're all about speed, ease, and expertise at Synergy One, so download the S1 Connect app today. To learn more about S1 Connect, visit us at s1lending.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to find out everything we have going on at Synergy One Lending.
Well, joining me now is an organization that we got slightly familiar with in their previous visit, but I think that we can all agree that we didn't get enough. And that's why they're back to catch us up on their continuous work empowering women and how everyone in the community can not only join MANA, but how we can all empower each other by learning how to utilize organizations like theirs. Well, Development and Membership Director Rosa Maria Hernandez is here joining us once again. Rosa, so good to see you. Tell us a little bit about what's been happening with MANA for 2019. What's going on?
It's a very exciting year, and thank you for having us back.
Of course, you're always so fun.
Thank you. It's an exciting year. We are growing. We are maintaining that momentum and the needs there. So MANA is willing and able to step up to the plate to be the voice of the Latino community in our region.
So a little bit of background here for the people that are barely learning about MANA today. Tell them a little bit about that. It's an organization helping Latinas here locally, right?
Definitely. So MANA is short for Hermana, which means sister. And MANA was able to get started because of the need to empower young Latinas in the 80s. So because of that, we've been able to grow our programs as we have seen the need. So essentially what we do is we empower a woman at every stage of her life, from 7th through 12th grade, while in higher education, and once they become professionals, through leadership development as well. So
if a girl is watching right now at home, any age, from elementary school all the way through high school, and they're saying, I'm a Latina, I need a little bit of guidance, in everything I'm doing, how would they be able to sign up? How would they be able to become a MANA?
Well, and becoming a hermana, you don't have to be just a Latina. You can be a Latino, you can be a Caucasian sister or a brother.
Okay.
MANA is for everybody. What we do is we empower Latinas because there's an existing need to be able to empower young women that are going to be the majority in our region. So that's why MANA is so important. We want these women to succeed. So what we encourage everyone, it's a family affair.
Yeah.
Whether you're a brother, a sister, a dad, my whole family is actually part of MANA, and I have 4 sisters.
That's beautiful.
So it's able to be part of an organization that empowers the values of empowering women as they continue to flourish in their life.
And for the people that aren't joining as one of the MANA members, how could the rest of the audience also help out and be part of this organization?
So we have a lot of events that they can take part into. So a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm not an hermanita, or I'm not a scholarship recipient. So that's why we say, well, join MANA, because we have a lot of events that happen throughout the year that they can take part in. For example, this morning we had our breakfast.
Okay.
And we had 2
There's
amazing,
food.
there's food, there's always hot food
That's
available.
what I'm talking about.
And we have great speaking opportunities. So we had 2 amazing women that were able to share their personal story at a personal level, like we had District Attorney Mara Elliott and Mayor Alejandra Sotelo Solis sharing what were some of the areas that they wish they would have known or done differently, what inspired them to run for office, how they were able to run for office and succeed, and what kind of support they needed, and then how can they give back to the community.
I think that's beautiful, because if somebody's watching and they might be older, they've already lived their life, but maybe people can learn from their story and their struggles, and they can give back that way.
Definitely. So being part of MANA, we ask for a donation of $50. Okay. So it's very affordable for the whole year. And those $50 allows MANA to be able to do these events as well as their programs. So we have 3 major programs. So thanks to our members, it's part of the infrastructure of MANA to be able to be providing these services and events and familia atmosphere where everyone could take part in.
Now, you said you have these 3 major programs. What are they? What are they all about?
So it starts in 7th grade. It's called our Hermanitas program, and it's our flagship program, 7th through 12th, and it's one-on-one mentor with a Latina and a Latina young lady and a professional. And then once they graduate from the program, they move on to higher education. Right now we have 100% graduation rate.
Wow, that's impressive.
Thank you very much. And we have 68 pairs right now of hermanitas. Then we go into higher education. We provide scholarships. This past year, we were able to award $50,000 to Latinas in higher education at an associate's, bachelor's, master's, and PhD levels.
That's beautiful.
So-
and you've told me there's a process they have to go through, right?
Definitely. We want to invest in ourselves. So one of the things that we asked our young ladies is to be part of their organization as a whole. So they are members as well.
Yeah.
So if you're a scholarship recipient, you come back and you spend time, whether it's in the office or through our programs, and volunteer. So it becomes cyclical change. We're investing in our community for the long term.
And I think that's also, great to see, because you have these people that have already gone through the process that can relate to these people that are barely starting out.
Definitely, and you have that example.
Yeah.
A lot of times what we don't get to see as young women is seeing someone that may be a little older than us, maybe 5-10 years older than us, but say like, wow, I could be the mayor of Chula Vista one day, or I can be the mayor of National City one day, or I can be the mayor of San Diego one day, and being able to be exposed to those opportunities and possible opportunities as well inspires us to reach for higher goals.
So do these young ladies also get to attend these events, or how does that work?
Definitely, that's the beauty of
Okay.
it. You don't have to be 18 to be part of MANA. You can have a little niece that's available and bring her to some of the events, or an hermanita can go to a breakfast, or your grandmother can come to a breakfast as
So
well.
it could also be introductory. Maybe if someone's not sure if they want to be part of it, is that also an option? They could come to one of your events and see if they like the feel?
Definitely. So you're welcome to come to our events. Our members do have a priority. That's what we always encourage them to come, because we want them to stay. So let's say you have a prima and yourself, and you didn't go through the hermanitas programs, but you do feel the need to be part of a sisterhood
Yeah.
in the community. Come join MANA, and then you'll be able to find a little bit more about the support system, mentorship along your life, along learning new avenues that you could explore. And it's also an opportunity for us to share growth and support in our careers.
Which I think anyone can use, honestly. Every age, every stage of your life. I think it's always nice to get a fresh opinion on, what other people are doing, and kind of brings a little bit of insight to maybe what you're up to. So I wanted to ask you also, so these events, if people are interested in going, where could they sign up, or where could they figure out where the next one's going to be?
They can go to our website. It's super easy. It's manasd.org, and they can join. As a student, it's $25. As a senior, $30, and a regular member, $50.
It's very affordable.
Super
And there's
affordable.
food, so if you think about it, it's just like going out to dinner.
Definitely, and bring your mom,
Yeah.
bring your tia, bring your comadre.
Yeah, as
and
Mexicans, we always do.
Yes, we do.
As Latinos, we always do, because you said it's for all Latinos. y all
Definitely.
Latinas.
We like to party with a purpose.
Yes, I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here again. I'm sure that we're just helping to spread the word, but you guys are doing such a great job. It's really inspiring.
Thank you, and we look forward to seeing everybody at our next event.
Thank you very much. Just so beautiful. MANA continues to inspire and empower the community. We wish them continued success as a dear friend of the show. But now it's time to keep that wisdom going. Don't go anywhere, because coming up next, we have veteran real estate agent Ricardo Olea, and he's brought along a guest. They're here to discuss the benefits of the VA home loan. Stay with us. You're watching Somos Uno.
Every client.
Every client.
Every client.
Every client.
Every time,
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
no exceptions,
No exceptions.
No exceptions.
No exceptions.
No excuses.
no excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses. Every client. Every time. No exceptions.
No excuses.
Now, our next guests have created a space where military veterans and active duty personnel can feel at home and truly understood. What some may see as industry targets, our next guest, a retired Marine, and his special guest he brought along, see this as a responsibility to continue to serve with the same honor, courage, and commitment required for a Marine. Ricardo Antonio Olea has made his office a true military realty base. Ricardo, thank you so much for being here today, and I want to properly introduce you, but I know you've brought along a guest. Who did you bring today?
Well, thank you for having us, Lily. I brought along my partner in crime, Christian De Anda.
Nice to meet you.
He helps me coordinate all our work together, and I wouldn't be able to do it without him.
Okay, so I know I already told our audience that you are a former Marine. Again, I want to reiterate, Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being here today, and thank you for your service.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You know, I want the audience to get to know you a little bit because it feels like the way that you do your work is really just on a personal side. It's, you know, with a lot of respect, like we've mentioned, as you've learned so much structure in the military. So tell the audience a little bit about yourself and how you conduct yourself professionally.
Definitely. So being in the Marine Corps, it's a brotherhood, it's a family, and it's a love-hate relationship. There's good things and there's bad things. But one thing that's always there, the underlining factor is no matter what, we take care of one another. Yeah. And so that's something that after my 10 years in the Marine Corps, it's just ingrained in me, and it's gonna be in me forever. So I love to help active duty Marines, veterans, and any service member out there who needs help with not only real estate transactions, but just general guidance in life. Because I know we all go through struggles. I go through my own struggles, and I have had senior Marines and senior leadership who have guided me the right way, and I really appreciate them for the impact they made on my life. And I'm fortunate enough to be in an industry where we're able to promote growth, and it allows me to impact a lot of people's lives, and I really want to focus on our military personnel.
So as a veteran, did you go through the home buying process when you were still in the military? And is that something that affected the way that you work now?
Definitely. So that's a great question. I've purchased 2 homes using my VA loan, and it's something that I really want to emphasize to everybody that's a great tool to leverage. So the first home I bought, the real estate agent that I used wasn't really the most ethical real estate agent ever. And me being a young man at the time, I believe I was 21, 22, I didn't really understand how it worked. Later on in life, I realized that I kind of got the wool pulled over my eyes. And so when I got into this industry, I made it a point that I'll be as transparent as I can with anybody I'm helping and let them make the decision if the home purchase is right for them based off the facts and not just hiding anything from them. And so the VA loan allowed me to kind of get into real estate because I was able to purchase that property, and then once I deployed to Afghanistan, I was able to legally rent it out because I wasn't gonna live there. And so I just had this whole mindset of, oh, this is something that can really translate into a career someday. So using the VA loan helped.
That's beautiful, and that's great that you were able to learn, you know, from other people's mistakes, and that kind of, I assume, inspired you to be able to do this for other people. And you guys you guys were telling me you guys work both together a lot with veterans. Why is that your main focus? Do you guys just feel a lot of passion, you know, to give back to the people that have given us so much?
Yeah, well, I love veterans. I love the military. We're a special type of breed. And once I got into this industry, I started to notice certain trends. And the trends were people are targeting our military.
Okay.
It's because the VA loan is a great asset to have. And I just want to make sure that they're getting taken care of with this asset and they're not just a number on somebody's books. So I just started seeing a lot of wrong terminology thrown out in regards to the military. And it just really kind of rubbed me the wrong way, honestly. So I wanted to be able to focus my attention on them and let them know that I've been through the process. I understand deployments, I understand PCS, I understand the home buying process. So why not come with me who understands you and is going to take care of you and point you in the right direction?
And the reason I asked that is I wanted to make it clear because, like you said, there might be other groups out there that are targeting specifically veterans, but you guys have a different motive behind what you're doing. And you guys were telling me about a really fun event that you guys have going on.
Yes,
Tell us a little bit more about that because I want to go.
Perfect. So
I'm not a veteran. But
No, you're more than welcome to come.
Thank you.
It's a VA seminar that we're putting together, but unlike just traditional seminars with a 2-hour presentation, we're going to do a 30-minute presentation, and then afterwards, we're having a paintball competition. So it's Navy against Marines.
Wow.
And we're giving away a big trophy once we're done.
And I heard there's going to be food.
Yes, we're having a food truck come out, do some breakfast burritos.
My gosh.
So it's gonna be
I
really
mean, you
good.
have fun, food, and some information. You really are going to inform people. So what kind of things can they look forward to in this
Well, more
event?
than anything, we work as a team. Not only it's about buying a house, but making sure your finances are in line. So we try to do a consultation with each potential buyer or seller to make sure that not only are they buying the house that they can afford, but that they've structured their finances in a way that builds them up for prosperity in the future.
So what kind of people, if they're watching you guys right now on TV, what kind of people do you expect, or what kind of people are you inviting to this event?
Well, it's open to everyone, but ideally we'd love to have people who are either in the Navy or Marines, because again, they're going to go at each other with the paintballs.
Okay, so if they're thinking about buying, selling, either way, maybe they're just considering, there's no pressure.
No pressure at all, and that's why we're making it fun. No 2-hour presentation, no pushy timeshare kind of deal. It's just 30 minutes of information and then a great competition.
So really, one thing I learned is really just coming from a place of value and really a genuine, pure heart. You're gonna attract people to you, and you're gonna be able to conduct your business, and you're gonna do it right and be able to sleep well that night. So when you come from with the right intentions, everything just falls into place.
I completely agree. And a lot of people, like you said, when it's driven by another reason, it just can't succeed and the word won't spread, because I imagine your clients really feel that when they work with you. And I hear that you also have something on the market right now. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Oh, definitely do. So I have 2 properties coming to the market,
Okay.
one next week on Tuesday and one on the 5th of March.
So all the beginning of the year, February, March, these places will be available. What kind of properties are they?
One's gonna be a 3-bed, 2-house townhome in Otay Ranch, right next to the developing market center where they're putting a new Starbucks, a Home Goods.
So next to the Otay Ranch shopping mall.
Yes.
I know exactly where.
Blocks away. So I picture it beautiful for a family to start the summer in, blocks away from all these recreational things to do and enjoy your family summertime. And the second one is in North Park, so a totally different swing.
Also centric?
Very central, and so it's a 2-bed, 2-bath. It's in the heart of everything. They're remodeling the whole complex, so you're gonna get new plumbing, new drywall, new paint. It's gonna look fresh, and it's gonna be a great home for somebody to live in.
So what kind of clients do you see going into these properties?
Definitely. So the type of clients that I envision going into the Otay Ranch home is a small family, an up-and-coming family, just because of all the amenities they're going to have there. They have the pools there, they have parks there, and they have all the access to these restaurants they want to go to. And as far as the North Park one, we're looking for a demographics of a young professional who's maybe married, freshly married, or they're looking to have a roommate so that they can still do their business and at the same time still have fun at night.
And both of them gotta be veterans.
I would love nothing more than for them to be veterans.
Well,
yes.
thank you guys so much. Before we wrap up here, where can they sign up for this event?
So if you go on my Instagram or if you go on Eventbrite and look up VA Loan Paintball Seminar, I'm pretty sure we're going to be the only one out there. You can sign up for that event there and get all the details.
Thank you guys so much for being here
Thank
today.
you
It
for
sounds
having
like
us.
a lot of fun, and I hope to get an invite.
Definitely. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of Somos Uno. Okay, now that we've gotten our daily dose of knowledge, it's unfortunately time to wrap up this episode of Somos Uno. I want to thank all of our amazing guests, Rosa Maria Hernandez with Mana of San Diego, Matt Morgan, film producer, and Ricardo Antonio Olea of Keller Williams Realty for being here today. Again, for more content, head to our website at somosunotv.com and all of our social media sites. Also, if you can't get enough of Somos Uno, you can also watch and subscribe on YouTube. Thank you again for watching. I'm Lili Fifield. Don't forget, y que no se les olvide, we are one. Somos Uno.